So I got a very fun comment on TikTok on one of my clips.
We dish it out. We take it too. All right. We're all in this together.
Archie Mason commented, kind of remind me of my uncle. He's funny too, but in a weird way, and probably because he's like psychotic and stuff and used to do like crack and stuff like 20 to 30 years ago. But who knows all what got him to be where he is. I just know he's funny. You're also funny in a similar way and just made me crack up.
Nice. What video was that on?
That was a clip where I talk about finding wells.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense.
Shout out Neil. Neil edits all my clips.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. Sounds
but
like
psychotic uncle.
Who does crack?
Who does crack 20 to 30 years ago.
I gotta be honest.
Similar timelines.
Kind of nailed it.
I am an uncle. Yeah.
I feel like that's not far off.
Yeah. Never did crack.
No.
All I hear is, he's funny too.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Hey, welcome on back to the Trollhole Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to. Reach in, pull it out, hotboard troll host, because we're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts. The truth will set me free. I might have yogurt in my goatee. It's me, Mike Lester. With me as always, I'm stumbling through. Co-host with the most, part of my toast, from crop dust to crop top. If they're pigs, feed them slop. It's Ben Katzner.
Do you want me to see if you have yogurt in your goatee, man?
Any?
No, I think you're good.
Okay, good.
You're good.
I wiped it out.
It just felt like maybe you were a little worried about it. So
I am worried about it. I literally housed yogurt in my car on the way here. Yeah.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Driving. Yeah.
What's your favorite car meal, would you say, Mike?
Oh, my gosh, dude. Apples and peanut butter. Just something that takes both my hands off the wheel.
This guy's doing ants at a picnic on the freeway.
Ants on a log, yeah. I'm making my own ants on the log going 70. Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Who do we have with us today, Michael?
With us today, longtime friend, first-time guest. He's got the magic hands that'll send your family cartwheeling through the pews. Please welcome to the Spit Pit, Derek Hughes.
Hey. That's good. That's a good off-kilter rhyme. I was like, where's he going? Where's he going? Landed it.
Nailed it. Didn't land my own. As long as I land the guest.
Hey, we all got it. You're a yogurt chin. We understand it. It's good. Derek, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. I'm glad you affirmed that you did indeed have yogurt for breakfast. I hope that was a today meal that you were having him check. I had yogurt on Thursday, and I'm wondering, is there any residual?
I've had that with Froyo for sure.
Oh, yeah. We've all been there, sister.
Late night in my weed days.
Ooh, girl.
Yep.
Wake up, you're like, uh-oh.
Smoking token. I'm like, I got some Cold Stone Creamery on my jowls.
This is good. This is going to be a good one. I'm excited. Derek, very funny comedian, magician, performer, entertainment. Good guy. Just man of the people. Well, we've been working together at Acme all week. He's been very nice to me.
Halloween week.
We're
bringing the tricks and the treats.
I pulled my dick out.
What?
in the green room. In the green room.
Oh, just in the green room. So it's chill. It's fine. It's fine.
Where it should happen.
Yeah.
Our sacred space.
In the green room.
Also with us, producer Neil. What up, Neil?
Hi guys, good to be here.
Neil,
as
what up?
always.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man.
Did you do anything for Halloween?
I flew back here from Colorado. I was on a plane.
You were on a flight last night?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
I landed
busy.
at midnight. It was
Oh no.
You know you can buy it legal here.
exactly. I'm sorry. beep, 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 beep. There we go.
Neil,
Redacted.
any good costumes at the airport?
I think I had the best one. I had the wizard hat.
Neil's taking that everywhere.
Wearing it to the airport. Yeah.
Wow,
It's
that
my-
you.
I think it's my new look.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
new identity. The hat we wore to the that's the Ren
Renfest.
Festival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude. I had
Good for you.
some dude on the plane was like, "Hey, man, Harry Potter hat, man. What up?"
Sir, we're landing the plane.
that was the pilot. Harry Potter hat man, brother, what's going on, man? I don't know.
It's like, fly the plane, sir, please.
He
Fly
was
the plane.
Jamaican.
Talk it up, big bro. You're like, I don't know that you can do the accents.
It's cool runnings, too.
Well, that's great. I didn't know that you were on traveling. We
Yeah,
probably
of
wouldn't have
course.
done this early.
No,
if
that's
we
okay.
knew
I'm down.
Nah, Neil's
Yep.
got to do it.
Gotta do it. We didn't have anything for. Oh yeah, we just never mind.
that. Yeah. Hold on to that. Keep that behind the
Let's
curtain.
talk logistics right here, right now.
Yeah, everyone's been busy. Mike, you've been all right. What did you do for Halloween?
Oh,
Yeah, is this even worth it? 'Cause
it's
this will
2
be
weeks
way
out, but
after.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, we
because
can
we're
talk
not
about
we're not going to discuss it in the week after Halloween episode.
Yeah.
I just passed out candy. I wore a luchador mask for one trick or treating group, and it scared the shit out of them, so I had to take it off.
Was it the mask you wore on the pod here, or that Neil wore on the pod?
Yes.
That was scary. Kids are soft today,
Well, they're 3.
and they need to be ready for what's coming.
It was a shark, and his parents let him come up on his own.
I don't know if I
was
like that.
oof, what a
Is-
mess.
I feel like no matter what, I'm going to the door with my kid.
Yeah.
I understand they have to speak if they want the candy. They have to speak. You have kids, right?
Yeah.
How do you handle trick or treating? Did you go trick or treating?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We it's maybe our family's favorite holiday.
Okay,
That's the one bummer about working the club Halloween week because I'm not there to pass out candy and dress up and be a part of
sure.
that family. I'm with this family.
Yeah, good save.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's how you
what did your kids
explain
dress
it.
up as?
This year, the last 2 years, they've been going with groups of friends. You know,
Oh.
so last year they all got banana outfits and they went as a bunch of bananas.
I feel like banana is very
awesome.
popular
I love
Halloween.
that.
It's easy. It's
Yeah.
easy. You know, you slip it on, you're a banana. Good. Get
Yeah.
the candy.
Mhm.
This year they all went as like the rough kids from the original Karate Kid. They were dressed
Oh,
as
wow.
skeletons.
Good for
Oh,
them.
love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
And
That's
to them, they
awesome.
weren't dressed as anything related to Karate Kid. That was my
Sure.
yeah, my
Sure.
mind drawing the lines.
You're
you
like,
know.
you guys have no
Yeah.
idea how
Yeah.
much of this is a throwback reference.
Yeah.
But we used to get into it. So a couple years ago, we did Spy versus Spy.
Wow.
Love
We made
that.
you know, the white spy and the black
Yeah,
spy,
yeah.
and one had a round bomb, and one had a stack of dynamite that they would hide behind their back. One year they went as the king and his page from Holy Grail from
Nice.
and
Monty
Wow.
Python.
Benny's running
Yeah.
behind Edward clicking coconuts.
That's
Yeah.
great. These are good costumes.
I kicked your camera. I apologize.
Ah,
Very good.
So yeah, we really love it, and they love it, and I think they had a good time last night.
Spy versus Spy
That's
is
awesome.
a great
It was great.
pairing.
It was great. Oh,
Yeah.
you should see it too. The rolling construction paper,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
they really looked good. The hats. I mean, it really looked like the spies.
I gotta
Yeah.
get a dad.
I'll be your dad. I'll take
know,
you
you take me
trick-or-treating, yeah. I'll
I
do
gotta
like
get a
my
dad
dad
out there
did and
and
just
just-
ditch you 2 houses in. You got it covered.
You got it covered as crazy.
You're too ugly to steal. Go
That's
trick or treat.
That's insane. And then you're going fucking Winnie the Pooh and up the stores. He mentioned in a different episode that like a prank that he would play on people with that he would what was it, strip to underwear?
I was stripped to underwear in trick or treat, and I'd say trick or treat, beat my meat, and then I'd run away from the house.
At what age?
12.
Okay, good.
Still a tough
Last
age.
year, not so good.
32. Yeah. During COVID?
So is this with neighbors that know you?
Great
No,
question.
Was this in your hood?
Great question.
That would have been awesome.
Michael?
Hi, Mrs. Bolt.
That's a real last name.
Wow, you're developing. You're really developing, aren't you?
12 just keeps getting older and older, doesn't it? Wow. Yeah, that's I feel like we can't make the. I have so many Halloween questions. I feel like
Keep
it's not worth
going.
that. Do you have a favorite costume? Do you have a favorite? Did you ever do like a Halloween prank or anything? have so many questions.
No. I
Perfect.
My wife kind of commandeered the costumes over, the last decade. So, I've enjoyed dressing up.
There you go.
We did the dentist and Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
It was great. And the Josh Brolin character and his girlfriend from the Goonies.
Okay. Sure.
What about you?
I feel like we talked about this a little before.
Ever dressed up?
I've
for
dressed
Halloween?
up a little. I mean, I told him a pretty gnarly story about how once I tried to be a niche character from a TV show that not enough people watched, and someone thought I was Monique. So that was tough. That was a tough one for me. That was
great.
That was probably the last time I dressed up. Honestly, that was like 2019, 2020.
I learned a hard Halloween lesson when I was a kid. We got a costume. It was a mummy, and the packaging looked amazing. And it came with these cotton balls. And in hindsight, I realized, like those cotton spider webs you put up as decorations, you were meant to stretch the cotton balls and apply them with this light glue in like a mummy-like way to the face. But my mother, she's a young mom, single mom, and I don't think she even read the instructions because she just glued cotton balls to my face. And I'm in the mirror. It's so dumb. It looked so dumb. And it was time to go. And I had to go door to door. It's like, some diseased smallpox. Who knows
like
what I
a
was.
lamb.
Yeah.
Like a malnourished lamb.
So looking at that costume, like what my kid eye saw as like the coolest mummy makeup you could imagine. I then had it was a coming of age moment because Target in my 20s had hired me for a modeling gig
Okay.
to be the vampire on all their Halloween packaging. So Target scam here. They buy all these little costume elements from different vendors all over the world, right? And then they repackage them so the packaging matches. So when the kid comes in, it's like, oh, that goes, and that's the same vampire, and that's the same vampire. So, Mom, all of these go together. We need to get all of these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so I was the vampire face on all the cheap fangs, the expensive fangs, the makeup kit, and there was a before and after picture of the before my face, and then the made up face that looked awesome as a vampire. And here's the behind the scenes sadness. That makeup artist didn't use any of the makeup from the kit.
Oh no.
So literally, anyone who bought the kit probably couldn't do what was represented on the package. And I flashed back to the mummy, and I'm like, "Fuck everyone!"
That's tough. That's a hard realization.
That's like when they do they do dress up on like food and commercials, where it's like it's never gonna look like
so
that.
gross. When you I used to work on commercial shoots, and
They
that was
paint it.
It's not gravy; it's rubber cement.
Yeah. You see like this perfectly like built sandwich or whatever, and you're like, well, the shoot's over. Maybe I could have it. And they're like, no, don't do that. And you're like, oh yeah, you're right. It would melt me from the inside
You're gonna
out.
flatline. If
Yeah.
you take a bite of that, too.
I will say about the mummy costume, like I have this vision in my. I know this didn't happen, but I think it's very funny. The idea of like you going up to like someone's door and then be like, "Oh, what are you supposed to be?" And your mom's just in the back being like, "Someone who's trying their best. Just give them candy. Leave them alone." Oh, it's fun. We'll just put this episode out first. Who cares? Should we get into our first segment?
Yeah, Neil doesn't mind. Let's
do it.
First seg, did anyone say anything weird to you this week? DSAWTYTW.
He always yells. He always does a little yelling.
That's our tradition, Derek.
Yeah, as is tradition, as is wanting to do. Michael, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Yes. So I got a very fun comment on TikTok on one of my clips.
We dish it out, we take it too, all right? We're all in this together.
Archie Mason commented, kind of remind me of my uncle. He's funny too, but in a weird way, and probably because he's like psychotic and stuff. And used to do like crack and stuff like 20 to 30 years ago. But who knows all what got him to be where he is. I just know he's funny. You're also funny in a similar way and just made me crack up.
Nice. What video was that on?
That was a clip where I talk about finding wells.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense.
Shout out Neil. Neil edits all my clips.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
But
Sounds like you love it.
psychotic uncle
Who does crack?
who does
does
crack 20
crack?
to 30 years ago.
I gotta be honest.
Similar timelines.
Kind of nailed it.
I am an uncle.
feel
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
I feel like that's not far off.
Yeah. Never did crack.
No.
All I hear is he's funny too. I
I
hear the gold. I hear the gold.
Yeah, that's all you want.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
You did it without crack, Mike.
Yeah, that. You should be proud of that.
You became quirky and manic without crack.
Yeah, like the world just ruined you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
become
fun.
unchained and
Did you respond to it?
semi-psychotic. Yeah, I said appreciate that share, Archie.
Yeah, that's good. You probably made a fan for life there.
Absolutely. Hey, he followed me.
He's gonna be like, hey, there's this one cracked out comedian. He kind of reminds me of my uncle, not for the reasons you think. He's very funny. You should check him out. He's Crack Lester. You just won't know. It's always gonna be like crack related.
I hope he brings his uncle to one of my shows.
That's what
I would
was
like-
thinking.
That would be awesome. And then it's
And I want you to
just
look at each other face to face and be like, the universe will collapse if we touch.
yeah. We do like the mime thing.
It's a lot of
We
that.
ring each other.
And then
Yeah.
eventually he just pulls out a crack pipe.
I do. If he brings it, I'll do it.
No,
I'll
no,
do
no,
a
no,
snoot.
no. We're not. We're not gonna let you do
Bring
crack,
crack
buddy.
to my meet and greets. I'll do a toot. What do you
Have
call
you not
it,
seen
Neil?
any tragic drug movies from the 80s? One hit and you're done. Okay?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's you,
Might
buddy.
have fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
true,
That's
Neil.
why I wouldn't do
Way
it.
to keep
Yeah,
I
it
gotta
real,
be
man.
honest. I don't know. Is it?
When
Neil-
Neil is
what
the
are we
voice of reason.
Neil keeps it real.
Yeah. Are they putting fent in crack?
They're
Probably
putting
not.
fent in everything,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Okay.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just if you take anything from this podcast, please test your yogurt. Okay, it's very
Yeah,
important.
test your low-fat Chobani.
Mike, you got a little fent.
Dude,
That's embarrassing.
I feel cracked out after eating that Chobani, dude. It's protein.
Dairy. We're not
packed.
supposed to eat dairy. It's not. It's not
Really?
for us.
Who's it for?
Babies. It's for babies
You
and
weren't
like
expecting
animals.
that follow-up question.
Yeah, I was.
were you?
I crumbled that one question.
You weren't expecting that. I'm like Dan Rather, dude. I'm like Diane Sawyer, dude.
That's right. Just as hot.
I'll go as her for Halloween.
That's a good costume for you.
You go as Charlie Sheen. I go as Diane Sawyer.
Yeah, I could do that. Did Charlie Sheen do blackface in anything? Do you think?
Probably.
Definitely.
Just in his personal life.
Probably at a Halloween party.
Probably this year. All right.
Ben, did anyone
Do you
say
eat dairy, Ben?
I do, but I've been told by a lot of people, minorities specifically, it's not like a thing we are meant to be doing.
It's hard on our bodies.
And
I've developed a late in life allergy. I sneeze
Really?
if I eat cheese or have ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's one of those things, we're talking about fucking crack and fent and all this stuff. That's how I treat cheese. I'm like, I gotta get off the cheese. I'm hooked on cheese. This late night cheese is killing me, dog. I got a family to worry about.
Sneaking
There was
away.
a jug. There was a jug called cheese a couple years ago that was going around. Kids were calling it some. Anybody remember this?
Oh, there was a what
A
called?
drug, like a
Oh.
street slang for
Yeah.
a drug, and we're calling it cheese.
There's
but
weed called head cheese.
There you go.
There you go. You should like go to a
Heroin.
dark out. There you go.
is that what it was?
Heroin is the
Thank
new
you.
face of cheese.
Yeah.
Wait.
Might as well be heroin.
Heroin is the new face of cheese.
That's
Like
what the
Kraft
Dallas
Singles
police-
heroin?
Shit, that's what the Dallas police said. Cheese, the new face of heroin.
There we go.
Here
Okay.
we go.
You stab
I
someone.
knew I
for a
heard it
cheddar.
somewhere.
I didn't know you had your ear to the streets
I
like
do,
this.
I
didn't know
do.
you were plugged in like that. Shit.
I had my ham and heroin sandwich. And I was like, what is going on?
I just picture you meeting a cheesemonger in a dark alleyway.
I know a couple cheesemongers. I've lived the life, baby. You don't know shit about me. Hold on. But yeah, I've had to wean myself off of dairy a little bit. I've slipped up in the last couple days. Neil, don't judge me.
Really?
But
What's
Never
going on?
would.
just the pressure gets to you, man. Life
pressure?
gets to you. A lot of things
He
happen.
just produced a comedy festival.
Produced
The
a comedy
pressure.
festival.
That's right.
you're not sleeping, so you cheese up so you can hit the sheets, and then you're farting in there like an animal, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, mostly it's I've been told by a lot of people who are like, yeah, we're not really supposed to eat dairy, and then you see that on the internet a lot, and then I feel better when I don't eat it, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Feels like it's not a thing we really need anymore.
Yeah, I feel like shit.
Well, you should go with the single serving yogurt, not the whole tub.
Yeah.
Oh, and cottage
Just
cheese,
deep
dude.
throating
You ever go down
Totally.
that dark path? Huh?
Oh man, it's my first stop at the Delta Sky Club.
out of my way. Where's the cottage
The
cheese?
cottage cheese trough.
Okay, let me do this.
Man,
I wrote some down. Yeah, I've really been thinking about it. I've really been thinking about some things.
Mull it over.
We mentioned this comedy festival, 10,000 Laughs Comedy Festival. Shout out to everyone who was there. Derek, you were there. Mike, you were there.
I was there.
Neil, you're probably flying somewhere.
I
You
was
couldn't make
somewhere.
it. That's okay.
I was just proud of you.
Anyone who bought a ticket, anybody who performed, promoted, whatever, everyone who like put us on the radio and stuff. Thank you. Appreciate it. It was a very fun fest. A lot of awesome comedians came into town. There was a moment though where I was like, oh, we are just a bunch of comedians here, and like maybe this has gotten a little out of hand.
What day was that?
I don't remember. I'm gonna say it was a Friday.
Damn.
Yeah, it was Friday. So I go to one of the venues. There's like a little bit of a hang, a little bit of an after party situation going on there. A bunch of comedians around, whatever. Everybody's chopping it up, talking, having a good time. And then I kind of walk in, and as one of the producers of the festival, you're getting pulled in a lot of different directions. So you're not really having time to like, you can't talk to everybody. You don't necessarily. I know who like we brought into the festival, but sometimes there's just people who are there who are like friends of other producers or friends of a comedian or like part of the venue or whatever. So you don't know everybody, right? So I'm walking around, whatever, talking to people, and then someone kind of pulls me aside, like, "Hey man, can I talk to you for a second?" I was like, "Oh sure, what's up? What happened? Is everybody okay? Whatever." Like, "Yeah, no, we're okay," but like, and then I get pulled into the side hallway at Sisyphus, and Sisyphus Brewing, great venue for comedy. Check it out. And one comedian is talking to me, and then he's with two women, and they're all performers on the festival. None of them are from Minneapolis. I think that's important to say. None of them are from the Twin Cities, so they don't know everybody either, right? But they go, they're like, so who's this Tom guy? And I'm like, Tom? I don't know. Tom.
Bernard?
I mean, there could be yeah. Tom Bernard. Is he spouting right wing hatred at you in the hallway?
He's trying to get podcast guests.
I can't think. They're asking about Tom. I'm like, I don't know a Tom. I don't think there's a Tom here, honestly. I don't think there's a Tom on the festival. I don't know what you're talking about. And then it turns out there's this guy. Okay.
Oh no.
His name is Tom. He's wearing a festival badge that says Ali Sultan. Okay. So he stole or was given.
Was Ali even on
Ali
the festival?
Was not on the festival.
So this
was
was
not in the
years
state.
old.
This was at least 1 to 2 years old, I would say. And this guy has stolen an old festival badge or like procured it somehow and is using it to get into these festival spaces, and then is just being a fucking weirdo to people, I guess. I don't know what exactly, but everyone was just like, who's this fucking guy? And he's just slandering Ali's name essentially, but also using his own name at the same time. So I don't really understand what's going on. But it is funny. It's like, and I was like, oh yeah, we should have legit security because it's just other comedians checking stuff in, and no one clocked that. And I felt very bad to be like, oh, sorry. Yeah, that's not Ali. It's also not a guy I know. I don't know. Maybe he does have a gun. We should all get out of here. Like, I couldn't make them feel better about the thing because I'm like, I don't know who the guy is. If you can point him out, I'll kick him out or whatever. But also,
so they came to you as a producer and were like, "Hey, some
Yes.
guy's being kind of weird in here."
yes. And then it turned out he had a stolen badge, and which is weird. The funny part to me is like, so Ali Sultan in Minneapolis and the Twin Cities, pretty well known comedian. You know, we've known Ali for a long time. Even lives in New York now. Whatever. He's just a guy that like. I would say, generally speaking, you see the name and you're like, that sounds familiar. if you're affiliated with the 10,000 Laughs Comedy Festival. Ali is from Yemen. Has a, I don't know, sometimes has a beard, whatever, brown dude, whatever. Tom, just the most milquetoast white guy you'd ever imagine.
So funny.
Nobody stopped. No one was like, that doesn't seem right to me.
He's going around. He's like, did you see me on Colbert? I'm glad he's getting canceled. How dare he talk about our dear leader like that?
So, Tom, if you're Tom/Ali, if you're listening, I better not see you again, buddy. Okay, if
I
see
think
you again,
you got to talk to the volunteers a little more. Like, hey, maybe check the badge, run a quick Google search.
We need. I didn't know we needed facial recognition technology at this comedy festival where we're all losing $10,000.
Yeah.
It's but like
we're all losing.
Just insane to me that someone. Do you want it that bad? You wanted to go to the 10,000 Laughs after party hang where we had snacks in a what essentially would have any other country would have been like a prison work camp looking kind of room. That's what you wanted.
It gave me Fire Festival vibes. I'm like, they just need like tents outside for the out of town comics to really complete the motif.
You really wanted to hang out with a bunch of people who
are struggling,
just kind of mad, but like excited to be around each other, but just kind of mad because they haven't been made. You know, there's industry in the crowd, but they haven't been tapped as famous yet. That's what you want, Tom. Tom, you're a weird guy, okay? And if you're watching this, I will end you, okay? I will find you. I'll take that badge. Yeah, that's too much. But I don't like what you did.
We might need to reach out to Ollie and go, hey, man, did you sell your badge on eBay to anybody?
That's a good
Track
point.
your badge.
We're gonna blame Ollie on this.
Yeah, if you needed $10, I would have just given it to you, okay?
Comedy festival identity theft.
Insane.
The least worrisome identity theft there is.
Like,
wear a press badge or something like I did.
There were exactly. So I don't know.
A fedora with the press.
I'm Neil Justin.
Oh my god! Actually, can we talk about that?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I need to talk about that's actually fuck Tom. Tom, you're back in the fest. It's not happening next year. Don't worry about it.
Tom, you're in.
There was a critic from the Star Tribune, Minneapolis's premier paper, who checked out the shows. Oh, I wonder if I have this on here. Give me a second. We might have to edit some of this.
I mean, what shows did he check out?
He checked out.
It was Neil Justin.
Here we go. It was Neil Justin. Fuck him. Fuck this guy. Sorry, this is just my opinion. Fuck this guy. No one else has to be in on this.
I'm diametrically opposed. Because he gave me a solid shout out.
I know. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, on this, you saw this article.
I saw an article that
I think this is the same
about
one.
the festival.
So he's a critic, and he is right in that he was shouting out. He did a list of like comedians who stood out. Derek was on it, and that's correct. Derek crushed. Everybody loves Derek. Did great.
Yeah.
Joey Cerrone from LA crushed. Did great. He also picked like Hannibal Buress, who was like it's like
whoa,
you know,
dude!
really,
I'm
like,
glad he did good.
Really,
man.
you really had to go out on a limb for that.
The theater headliner,
Maddie Smith, who's like on TV. So
glad he got a good shout out.
I was a little bit uptight about like, okay, like it would be nice if you picked more, you know, maybe the people who aren't doing the theaters who like.
I'm kind of starting to like Neil now.
Yeah,
just because of how funny that is that he picked Hannibal.
Oh, you're gonna love this then. So fuck, this is exactly what I should have just talked about.
Yeah.
So he wrote an article about the festival and about the comedians. It was about the comedians who stood out in the festival. Here's the title. Chillin'. 5 stand-up comics who stood out at 10,000 Laughs Festival. And then here's the first graph. Maybe Minnesotans aren't in the mood to kid around. The 10,000 Laughs Comedy Festival, first held in 2011, drew the lowest numbers in recent memory. Despite being... Despite boasting its usual mix of outstanding headliners and up-and-coming talent. The K-Fam Power Trip comedy show, set to open the festivities Wednesday, was canceled because of poor ticket sales.
Now that hurts your feelings as a producer.
That's the funniest. I am all in on Neil Justin, dude.
Mostly because
I am so back in.
Didn't really have to bring it up at all.
I am
Could have
so.
just been.
I am so back in on the Star Tribune.
He could have been like, here are the people. I'm a comedy critic. Here are the comedians I thought stood out. Instead, he's like, before I get to that, these poor motherfuckers. These guys are struggling.
The lowest attendance.
And he comes back to it over and over again. He's like, Maddie Smith in front of like 17 people. And I was like, oh, there's no need. Like, there is a story to be told. There's a story to be told about, like, sure, attendance is down. But like, maybe you wrap, if you're a journalist, you wrap that into a bigger story, be like, hey, what are ticket sales in general? I used to be in journalism, so sometimes I get a little uptight about this. But it's like, how are tickets selling? Like he mentions the Hannibal show is a little lighter, Leslie Jones or whatever. It's like, well, is this a symptom of a bigger thing? Or is it just like, yeah, this fest really sucks this year and these guys couldn't move tickets? It was just like a really, like, I didn't really understand. I'm not saying don't ever talk about it. I'm like, maybe now is not the time. The only article we get is that, like, yeah, brutal out there, but here are 5 funny people we saw, you know? But
well, maybe he wasn't accounting for all the stolen badges.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're probably right. And I want to be as mad as I am at
Shout out
at
Neil
him.
Justin. We love you, man.
As mad as I am at him, I look at I read the story. There's a quote from Bob Edwards in there, who founded the festival, being like, yeah, people just aren't coming out. So it's like, oh, that's where he got it. That's where it happened. I understand. The call is coming from inside the house, and the house is now bankrupt and being sold.
Oh, it's not quite
It's a tough problem,
bankrupt.
though. It's a tough problem, you know, like,
But it's
how do you
everywhere.
get people out when we're more and more kind of being entertained by our thumb swiping one way or another?
Yeah.
I think it's also the economy.
So I do think economy is a real issue. That weekend in particular was a tough one because there was a lot of other stuff to divide attention. I hate admitting this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The Killers of Kill Tony were in town, and I know that took some of our audience. Like,
oh, sure.
Of
course.
That's just a thing we had to deal with. Adam Sandler was either just before or just after. And it's
Yeah.
like, why would I go see? I know there are people who saw
I
that.
think Cat Williams was there too.
Someone also said that Cat
Yeah.
Williams was in town, but
He
I
sold
don't know.
out the Target Center.
Cat Williams?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that was up
Dude,
against
he
Leslie Jones.
rules.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Cat
Oh, you
Williams.
should have got Cat, dude.
Yeah.
No, but that's a huge factor too. Like,
So there's a lot of
people's
stuff going on.
monthly comedy dollar
Yeah.
budget, you know, and if Sandler's in town, I mean, that's a shit. I would have skipped my sets if I'd
100%.
Yeah,
known.
bro. I wasn't booked. There were a lot of problems with the festival this
So
year.
we thought that would sell tickets. We thought that would be better. Like,
They
this guy's
literally
not gonna scare you.
advertised Mike
No
Lester
Mike
will not
Lester.
be.
Mike Lester free. You're not going to see the yogurt on your chair this
There's a
week.
big X over it. I still snuck on a couple.
Yeah,
there.
you did. But yeah,
Granada sold well.
yeah.
I mean, they had to like tarp out the top.
Don't really
section.
want to talk about it.
Okay,
But yeah,
all right. Yeah.
but yeah. But mostly it's just like, I don't like bringing that up, giving no real
No.
context to it.
It's
And like,
bad.
I do think it's an interesting thing, but it's such a bummer to be like, I just want to read a story about how like funny these people are that this guy just discovered or whatever. And then it's like, yeah, but I had to get through a lot of poor bullshit to see these funny comedians. I just thought it was kind of a funny article more than anything. Neil, you're not watching this, but honestly, do better. Okay.
He
Yeah.
at least twisted to like, despite this adversity, these comics rose.
You know, I
up.
bet if I did like a find and replace, the word despite wouldn't be in this. It wouldn't be in the article. I don't think it would be in there. I got to be honest. I do think it was like, they're broke, but also here are 5 people I like.
Yeah. Well,
But shout out to you because I'm
Yeah.
glad you
Yeah,
made the
so
list.
thank you. I mean, really, from
I'm
the
trying to
bottom
make
of
new
my heart,
enemies.
I love it.
I need new
R.I.P.
enemies.
10K. Derek, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
So last night, late show, a guy walks up in the bar, and I'm walking out. So keep in mind, this is Halloween week, so I got a bucket of candy, and I just announced to the audience, I'll be out front with a bucket of candy to go out, meet and greet, and say hi. And he stops me in my way to catch the line as people are exiting, and he opens with, you know where you lost me?
Oof.
you know where you lost me?
Oof.
Oh, I'm curious. I'm dying to know where I lost you, sir. And it was not
parking
a
lot,
bad set.
probably?
It was, like it was a
was a great set.
late show. Energy was different than the first show, so my comic mind is comparing the two, and I'm feeling okay. This is maybe not the same awesome set that I felt we had the first show, but it wasn't horrible. But do you know where you lost me? And this guy just had a theory about a trick. He thought he knew how I was doing a particular effect. It's with an engagement ring. And he says, man, when you do that thing with the engagement ring, because that engagement ring could be really valuable. I mean, that could be worth $20,000. And he, in the middle of the routine, last night, first time ever, I was experimenting with taking my jacket off like Mr. Rogers and throwing it on the back of my chair and then putting it on for a thing and then taking it off again. Just playing with this idea of changing the picture and my comfort level as an entity on stage. And he thought that I'd put the ring in the jacket and then toss the jacket. So it was closer to its final destination or something. He had it in his head, and he's like, because when you throw that jacket, I mean, you can't, and I'm like, the ring's not in the jacket. And the ring's not in the jacket. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but it's not in the jacket. And he looks at me and he goes, yeah, it is. And that's where I Bluetooth disconnected. I just cut him off, turned and walked away from him as he kept trying to explain how I did my thing. And it was bizarre. He just had it in his head I was disrespecting this personal thing. And I actually don't. I go above and beyond to make sure I'm taking care of that because you get sued. I mean, I'm aware.
Yes.
The other variety artists, magicians, I've heard horror stories where the ring ends up on their keychain and it's missing the diamond, right? And so I'm very, very hyper aware and fuck you, dude, for you know where you lost me? I don't know.
It was David Harris.
Shout out to former guest David Harris. Yeah. How do you I don't know how to ask this question, but I feel like you have to have more than just we just go up, we do some comedy, whatever. Sometimes people don't like what we say, sometimes they do. It's fine. I feel like we handle it. I feel like you have to almost have a second layer of tough skin and how to deal with these people, because it's not just they're not let's say someone doesn't like your set, which they're wrong, but they don't like your set, okay, but then they start trying to poke holes in everything you're doing, and they're now kind of attacking you in a way that I feel like we don't have. How do you prepare for that? Do you
there's two kinds of people. That's a horrible thing to say these days. But
as far as audience members,
there's scary and then there's white.
It's right. Though I think it's the other way around.
Yeah,
I think nowadays white's a little scarier.
There you go.
And historically speaking, white's been a little scarier.
You're on the right side of history.
But people that love being that sense of wonder and
yes,
just they're taken away their ability to suspend their disbelief and just enjoy the idea of magic and whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then there's people who are like, fuck this. I need to know. There's got to be a thing and they really get stuck in their mind don't maybe they feel stupid or they're married to the perception of how the world is, and this is not jibing with that.
Yeah.
So they can get so frustrated.
They're married to a person they hate and they want to take it out on the magician. I feel it's like people that experience joy versus
Neil's got
Derek Hughes is mommy
That's
costume.
what it looked like. I'm not kidding. That is exactly what it looked like.
This is what Neil does.
Am
Neil,
I scary? You are scary.
Neil during the podcast will sometimes come up with some Canva creations, okay, off of some of the stories we tell.
Amazing.
And this is for people not watching, which you should be watching on YouTube. You should check this out.
Mhm.
It is Derek covered in cotton balls
It's Derek dressed as a mummy.
Dressed as a mummy.
He's like reliving his childhood in the dressing room.
Oh my God.
And if you're wondering, yes, this will be available on Patreon. On our Patreon behind the paywall there, you can have all Neil's creations. We might have to do a
huge
dump. Yeah.
Catch them all up.
Catch them all up.
It's a nice image, Neil, but you know where you lost me.
Incredible. You really are an artist. You really are. I really think we're witnessing something special. I think this is like I have to imagine what it was like watching Picasso on a podcast. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I feel like we should that is crazy to me. But
that's so typical though.
I know, but I am a very I suspend all disbelief. I don't care. If someone tried to tell me how a thing was done, I would probably physically fight them. I'd be like, I don't care. I don't want to know.
No.
I want to pretend that if you steal a lady's engagement ring, you're throwing it into a portal that goes to a different dimension, and then you have to ask a demon in your mind to get that back, and then you put it in a guy's shoe or whatever. That's how I see magic.
Well, I kind of love that perception too. Like you look at some of these I collect some vintage magic posters, and often on these old posters, there's like a little illustration of a devil whispering into the great Carter's ear. Right?
That's magic.
There was a whole idea of there's this other world where the magicians are getting their power, and I loved how back in the day, audiences really invested in magicians were dealing in some unknown ethereal space, like Houdini, right? He most famous magician probably of all time, and he was an escape artist. Now, there were other escape artists that were working vaudeville at the same time he was, and they thought that it was the skill that the audience was interested in. So they would get chained up and then let the audience watch them escape, right? That's logical. Houdini put up a curtain and became a legend because now they're like, is he dematerializing? Is our ghost, what? Is he levitating so the chains, right? It engages this level of fantasy that then becomes superhuman, legendary, and unforgettable. My out with people who are a little on that side of I don't like being fooled, and maybe it bugs me. And before I get into a deep conversation with them, I've sort of set up an instant out, which is, and it's true. And if I have my wallet with me, I'll show them. Even I'll go, oh, it's funny that's really getting to you because a few years ago, for tax purposes, I incorporated. And look at the name of the company I got, and I'll hold up my Amex card, and it says Insomnia Incorporated. Okay, and that's my company, Insomnia Incorporated. That's how I payroll. And then I say, because tonight you're not going to sleep, and it's going to be like, damn the bottle, where's the bottle?
That's awesome.
And it dissipates all their frustration a little. Like it acknowledges, I see you're bugged, and I'm not going to help you here.
Fascinating.
That's my intention with you, sir, is to really stay in your mind for days to come.
That's beautiful. Okay.
I do appreciate the skill set though.
Oh, I
any
love
magician, because you got to understand, these guys spend dozens, if not hundreds of hours, perfecting this stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the ethereal space in and of itself. It's you will never dedicate your time to perfect that trick they're doing, dude.
Right.
So it is magic.
Yeah, bare minimum. It's just wow, you really worked hard on this.
Yeah.
Something else I'll say, and I do this consciously because I also don't want to butt heads with someone who says, you don't have powers. You're a liar. In my show, I never say, I do some mind reading, the things that seem like mind reading, but literally in my scripting, I'll say, and that's what it would look like if I did have extrasensory perception. And it's a subtle thing, but it's kind of a carryover from mentors Penn and Teller, where they do magic, but they always first and foremost say it's all a lie.
Because if it's not, I imagine. This is gonna be too nerdy, but whatever. I do think so. Let's say if the X-Men were real, right? Okay, and then someone just sprouted angel wings and started flying, people would lose their shit. So even if you might be lying. You might be lying to us, and you might be tapped into the Dark Lord's misgivings. Whatever.
I hope you are, Derek.
But you have to lie, because even if you were, people would just be like, we have to get rid of this guy.
You're a fucking
Yeah.
sorcerer.
We cannot handle anything new right now like that.
We don't have to get rid of this guy. We have to dissect this
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
And we have to figure out what's going on,
That's
right?
right.
That's an ET thing,
That's a
right?
good point.
Like, we got to kill this loving creature.
Where does this yogurt come from?
Where does it come from?
Where's that yogurt at?
He's lying to you. The government's been lying to you your whole damn life, folks. So point your energy somewhere where it'll make a difference.
Well, that's been
Speaking of pointing our energy,
segment. That was our first segment that lasted 45 minutes.
You're smooth, Mike.
this is
You're
good.
smooth.
He's great. Yeah, so this is a social media podcast, all right? We talk a little bit about different social media stuff on here. We talk about the comments, whatever. I do want to ask you real quick, you specifically, do you have a favorite social media? I have two questions. Do you have a favorite social media platform, first and foremost?
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay. What does your explore page on Instagram look like?
My
Like discover,
like your
when you
search, the
search
magnifying
thing.
glass.
yeah. We don't talk about that.
The tall lady.
And,
strikes
I
again.
don't understand
Yeah.
the
You get
those
algorithm,
tall
and I don't know how.
ladies?
But I'll just hark back to Jake Johansson once said. I mean, you click on one muscly lady. And-
Yep. Oh, I know what.
So-
Yep.
Rhea Ripley.
Tall ladies.
Seems
We
like
always have-
magicians just don't like to tell us their
Yeah,
algorithm.
you don't want
Yeah.
you don't want to know any of your secrets, huh?
Never reveal yours.
My algorithm is a magician showing me how they do their magic.
Yeah.
First, you sell your soul to the devil. Well, that would have been a great riff if I could say that
The
right.
mass magician.
Doesn't matter.
Sacrifice the
read some
Labubu.
comments.
We got some comments. Some you got to get out of here, but yeah. So we went through your social media, found some fun comments. We're gonna make fun of these people. We're not making fun
What
of you.
social media did you look at too? Like, I'm curious because I'm not
Yep.
terribly active.
I did YouTube, so a lot of this is America's Got Talent stuff and
Sure.
dry bar comedy stuff.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
we asked your close personal friends, and then
Yeah.
they just put it
But
on.
as far as like dry bar and AGT, I would say 99% overwhelmingly positive.
Oh.
So
there
if
you
you ever
go.
need a boost, go read them.
Oh, I love that.
Go read them. They
This-
love you, Derek.
I was telling you guys earlier, I really don't read comments. I don't spend time in that space.
Yeah.
So this is from the dry bar clip, the difference between imagination and reality, the two bags.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the comments was from Paul Lawson K8V. There's more than one way to do this trick. The first way is to plant your friend named Abby in the audience.
Well, good for you, sir. Well, he kind of took a hook and ate my bait,
Yeah.
so to speak, because in the structure of the show, I call back that very trick later on when I need to cast someone in the audience as a skeptical person that I can then track for the second half of my set, leading to kind of the finale where I really call that skeptic on stage and we have our moment. And I ask, does anybody think that in this instance Abby was in on it?
Yeah.
And then I pray and hope. It actually had 10,000 laughs.
Yeah.
No one said anything. And I go, for theatrical purposes, it really helps if someone is skeptical.
Well, who could say anything? There was no audience members at the show.
It was,
so
it was
there's
Neil
zero-
Justin.
Yeah, there was one guy.
And some guy named
He's
Tom.
like, I'm skeptical that I'm skeptical that this festival could sell any tickets.
Festival made its audience disappear over the years, huh, Ben? All right.
But that is the hardest thing with magic is really if people, especially on video, if you're not in the room, and even if you're in the room, if you don't know the people personally, your first track is to go, well, they're part of it, because it's too impossible. Can I share a story on
Absolutely.
Carbonaro Effect, which was a hidden camera magic show on True TV? I was a producer on the show, helped Michael Carbonaro make 150 brand new tricks every season. We did 5
Whoa.
seasons. It was really great. Hidden camera. Okay. And I'll tell you, there's other magicians that do quote hidden camera clips, and they do use paid actors. They do stooge people to make it theatrically easy. We never once, you see someone on a clip of the Carbonaro Effect being amazed. That's legit. We never had anyone fake a reaction ever. It was our litmus. It was our credo. And so he's in a nail spa with his feet in the little bubbly bath, and a woman comes in and sits in the chair next to him. She doesn't know there's cameras. She goes, hey, you kind of look like that guy Michael Carbonaro who has that Hidden Camera Magic TV show. And he's
Hilarious.
like, really? Early on, we thought, oh, we're burned. Next mark. We realized Michael was great at like, oh, tell me more about that, and would dissipate, and so we could keep trying to get the footage we needed. And she's like, oh yeah, it's great, And he's like, that sounds really funny. She's like, yeah, but they're all paid actors.
Whoa.
And then he goes,
That's
oh
awesome.
really? Okay. 2 minutes later, he's cooking a corn dog in his foot bath. She's freaking out. He says, surprise, you're on the Carbonaro Effect. She's like, oh my God. He's like, what do you think about everyone being a paid actor now? And she's like, well, I'm not. But everyone else is. And her belief was so set in stone, even when she was the person.
Yeah.
She wouldn't let go of her belief. And I think that's a big problem we're facing in a much larger capacity these days too,
Agreed. More presidents should be magicians. You got more?
Challenge your beliefs, right?
No, you're right. That is very funny.
5
That's
seasons,
kind of
too.
terrifying.
Yeah.
So it's syndicated.
True TV sometimes
ask
will run
you
a
for some
marathon.
money.
What a crazy. My question about that is like, so when you do a hidden camera show like that, is there kind of a ceiling where you're like, well, now it's too big. We can't, where you have more and more people were like, no, you're that guy. You're the guy from the thing.
Season 3, season 4, and season 5 for sure. We invested a lot more time in makeup.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he would be in like, a Fu Manchu
Sure.
or a wig.
We call
or
that a Neil on the
glasses.
podcast.
Yeah.
I was going to say he was dressed like me, essentially. Fu Manchu wig and glasses. Buying yogurt from a gas station.
You look like Mike Lester from the Trollhole podcast. Get out!
He brings a cow out of the dairy section. What the fuck?
There's this incredible clip on the show where a woman does recognize him, but she can't place it. And it's a bit where he dips down. We're at a library and he dips down to grab something behind the counter. And every time he stands up, he's complete costume change. And the costume change in this instance was related to whatever book he was holding. So when he was holding Shakespeare and he came down, he comes up with Shakespeare. Now he's dressed as Shakespeare. And he's like, he dips down, he comes up. Maybe it's this cooking book, dressed as a chef, like,
Wild.
cool. And she's like, wait, you're that guy. I know it's
Insane.
Dave. And she's thinking David Blaine,
Yeah.
David Copperfield. Dave, yes. She goes,
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle. Yes, I am Dave Chappelle.
Damn it, you got me. That's great.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Should we do-
Help! Yeah,
Should
we
do
gotta
one
get
more
out of
than
here.
the troll back?
Yeah.
Okay, here's
Yeah.
from Sean Wiseman. When that guy can do the trick without her telling him what the card is, that's a real trick. This was way too easy to spot. I give it a 4 out of 10. It's okay, but I should not be knowing what he's doing as soon as he does it. It should take a few moments or even a few minutes to figure out a trick. Generally, the more blown away you are by a trick, the longer it takes to figure it out.
What did he say?
I don't know. That feels like AI trolling. I don't know. My brain hurts a little bit.
His mom took Tylenol when he was in the womb. All right, so
Let's get to our troll back, huh, buddy?
I love that that's the new way to say it.
I know, me too.
4 out of 10.
So we picked one comment. No, he's wrong. That guy's wrong.
No, I'm putting that on my website.
Just put that quote on your website.
But in centimeters,
Yeah,
it's different. That's right. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Let's do our troll back. So we picked one comment. We both wrote responses for it. You decide which one. We'll read them both out loud. You decide which one you want us to post from the troll hole account to defend your honor.
Okay.
Okay. And on episode 100. We'll get there. We haven't done it yet.
Kind of way.
Oh, shit.
No.
Dude, that's gonna be a
That
heavy load.
sucks.
And then you're
That sucks.
syndicated, right?
We're syndicating the podcast.
Yeah.
We're the only pod that dreads our episode 100. Laura Chico 2332 said Derek stunk. I thought all his tricks were awful, especially that rope trick. You learned that at 5 years old.
That one's pretty mean.
Was this dry bar or AGT?
That was AGT. Yeah.
Which we don't agree with the message of that.
No.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wrote. Okay, wait. Read it again so we can get in though.
Derek stunk. I thought all his tricks were awful, especially that rope trick. You learned that at 5 years old.
I wrote, the most incredible magic trick I could think of is making this lady seem likable.
Yeah. I said, you should do a rope trick and exit this plane of existence.
I felt like I knew you were going to go hard like that. I knew you were going to go hard.
That's the meanest one.
That was the first thing I thought of. And I'm like, everyone's going to think I'm mean. I'm not going to do it. It's too much. It's fine.
It's not too much.
Okay. That can be the one. We'll go with Mike.
Well
That's
done.
fine.
Well done.
Derek, where can people find you? Do you have any shows coming up you want to plug? Anything online? Whatever.
Hey, well, when will this post?
Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Mid-November.
No, I don't have
Okay.
anything on. I'm heading to the New York Comedy Festival next week, but that's
yeah.
next week.
Maybe we'll put this one out first.
And
Sure.
got a nice little December kind of doing I do a lot of holiday events, corporate parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll plug for you. I've been working with Derek all week, and it has been incredible to watch. I feel like every show. I'm behind the stage for the last trick, so sometimes I miss. I think I might stay out there to watch it.
Hey, man, enter from the house.
I might have to because I
Yeah,
want to see
please.
how this ends. But
Oh,
it's like
please.
incredible. There are people I am telling you right now, there are people who are like, I don't know. And then by the end of the show, they're like, this is incredible. They're like yelling, I believe. They're having a great time. It is worth whatever the price of admission is. It is absolutely worth it to go see Derek Hughes do comedy and magic and
also,
entertaining.
if you are a company that needs the best magician ever for a holiday party, a corporate event, you got to hire Derek Hughes.
Hire Derek.
That's a great
Hire
idea.
Derek.
Or come to us. We've now had 2 magicians on our show. We know all the magicians.
We will
Everyone.
book
We'll
Derek
book Derek
for a wee fee.
We'll take a lot of
We'll
it.
take
We'll take a lot of the
10%.
money. But
We'll go by the 10K
Yeah.
comedy festival model, and we'll take a wee fee and make sure you get there.
I will
Mike,
say a
go ahead.
website would be standupmagician.com.
boom.
I put a calendar up there, and Stand Up Magician at Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn, all social media. My Facebook was just canceled.
Nice.
I'm trying to get it back.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck them.
Did it
nerds.
tweet
I got
something
hacked.
weird?
Facebook.
And they, some nefarious people were using it. I don't know how,
Good.
but apparently in an inappropriate way.
Congrats on being free.
Check out Derek's Dry Bar special too. Incredible. If you can watch it, go watch it.
Thanks, Mike.
It's fucking awesome.
Michael?
Hey, at Just Mike Lester on all social media. End of November, I'm going to be doing some sets in Chicago, a couple at Zanies, maybe some Don't Tells. December
hell?
17th through the 20th, I'll be headlining Acme Comedy Company. Get your tickets now. Whole new hour. Appreciate the support. New clips every week. Ben, what do you got?
At Shaq Katzner on everything. You can check out my special Supple Harlot on YouTube. You could also download it anywhere you download albums. That helps me directly. You could stream it or request it, I guess, on SiriusXM. I'm trying to get these serious streams I've decided.
Oh,
So
yeah, dude.
play me on Raw Dog or
Free
play
money.
me on Kevin
the Raw
Hart.
Dog.
Kevin Hart's
I
LOL.
bought a car
network.
off Raw Dog, dude. You got to get Raw Dog cooking.
So I would love for you to request me on any of that sort of stuff. Check me out. I'm all over. I'm at Acme a couple times over the next couple months. If you want to see me locally, I'm doing the Home for the Holiday show Black Friday and the subsequent Saturday, where we have a bunch of different expats from here come back and do comedy. We got Emma Dollenberg. I don't know. Is that right? Is that right? Expats is right.
We have
People who
prisoners
leave.
of war coming to do comedy.
Expatriates.
POWs.
Some of them have served. Maybe
They do act like
Some of
POWs.
With all their trauma. Anyway.
They
That's
do have
good.
the
No. Yeah,
cognitive
fuck my
dissonance.
plugs. You guys get to go to Zanies. I'm just kidding. But you should come to the Home for the Holidays thing.
Go to the Home for the Holidays.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite shows of the year. I get to host it to bring in a lot of people. We crush. We have surprise guests. We got some great surprise guests
What
lined
venue?
up. It's at Sisyphus Brewing.
Awesome.
And it's November, I think 28th and 29th this year. So get your tickets now. Tickets available. Neil, what's up?
Also, Neil Justin, feel free to come out and review Home for the Holidays.
Neil, what's up?
Yes. Wait, are we putting this out Tuesday?
I don't know.
No.
If you want to, I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah. So if we're putting it out this Tuesday, check me out in Portland, and then check me out in Seattle on
Ooh,
Saturday.
Damn,
Neil,
you're busy.
And then next Saturday, and then check out the Vonk show on the 16th. So,
We
Boom.
gotta get you a Delta Sky Miles card or something.
I got the Frontier.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
so
Jeez, buddy.
cheap. But
Hey.
yeah, check me out. Thank you guys. Neil Face and then Loon Lake for weddings. Thank you.
And first of all, check out the Patreon. All right, we need some more people. We tell your friends about the Patreon. We have bonus content. We're doing a lot of stuff. We went to the Ren Fest. What did we did? What's the other thing that we did?
Stay fair.
State fairs. We got a bunch of great stuff. We have more fun stuff coming up on there. Patreon has a bunch of extra stuff that you can't get on the main feed. But besides all that, we got to end the podcast, and we end it the same way every time by telling you that you can go to hell. Get 'em.
Go to hell. Take that, skeptics.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.